In the rush of our modern lives, we are often addicted to being right. We see the world through our own eyes, and we assume that our view is the only view. If we see three, then there must be three. If someone else says four, they must be wrong. But Idam, is it possible that truth has more than one face? Today, I invite you to travel with me to a small, dusty classroom in a village hidden by mist. It is a story about a strict teacher, a quiet little girl named Maya, and a simple math problem that baffled them both. This story is not just about arithmetic. It is about the invisible things we carry in our backpacks and the hidden burdens we carry in our hearts. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and let us listen to the story of the hidden apple. Once upon a time, in a town nestled between misty hills, there was a young girl named Maya. Maya saw the world in technicolor. She loved the sound of rain against the window and the way the wind danced through the trees. But there was one place where Maya felt trapped: Mr. Thomas's classroom. Mr. Thomas was a good man, but he was a man of logic. He believed that for every problem, there was exactly one correct answer. To him, the world was a machine, and mathematics was the manual. You see, for Maya, school was becoming a battlefield. It wasn't just the numbers. It was the isolation. During recess, while other children traded baseball cards and shouted scores, Maya would sit under the old oak tree, sketching the patterns of the bark. She heard whispers. Maya is slow, they said. Maya lives in the clouds. Even her parents, who loved her dearly, looked at her report cards with worried frowns. Why can't you just focus? Maya, her father would ask gently. The world runs on numbers, honey. If you can't count, you can't survive. These words echoed in her mind like a broken record. She wanted to fit in. She wanted to make them proud. But her brain just didn't work that way. So, on that particular Tuesday, Maya walked into class with a heavy heart, feeling like she was carrying the weight of the entire world in her small backpack. One crisp autumn morning, Mr. Thomas wanted to teach addition. He reached into his bag and pulled out 3 bright red apples. He placed the first apple on his desk. Class, observe. Here is 1 apple. He placed the second one. Here is another. And finally, the third. And here is the third. He looked at Maya, who was trying to hide behind her books. Maya, he called out gently, please stand up. Maya's heart began to race. Mr. Thomas smiled. Don't be nervous. Look at my desk. I have put 1 apple, added another, and added a third. Now, tell me, how many apples are there in total? The room went silent. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Maya looked at the desk. She looked down at her backpack. She thought deeply. Finally, she looked up and said clearly, 4, sir? A ripple of giggles spread across the room. Mr. Thomas felt disappointed. Let's count together, he said. 1, 2, 3. Do you see? There are 3 apples. I will ask again. How many apples are there? With a shaky voice, but determined eyes, Maya repeated, 4, sir. Mr. Thomas lost his patience. His voice boomed. Maya, mathematics is not a guessing game. There are 3 apples in my hand. Are you not looking? Maya's eyes filled with tears. She felt the judgment of the entire room. Slowly, and she knelt down and opened her backpack. From the dark depths of her bag, she pulled out a large green apple. She placed it next to the teacher's 3 red apples. Because I have 1 in my bag, sir, she whispered. My mother gave it to me for lunch. You asked for the total number of apples, so I counted mine too. Silence descended upon the room. Mr. Thomas froze. He looked at the apples. 3 red, 1 green, 1 plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, equals 4. Mathematically, Maya was correct. Her context was simply wider than his. My dear friend, this story is not really about fruit It is about perspective. Mr. Thomas fell into a trap. He thought, I see 3 apples, so there are only 3 apples. He forgot that his view was limited to the surface of his desk. Think of people like icebergs. You only see the 10% that floats above the water, their actions, their words, their immediate reactions. But 90% of who they are is hidden beneath the surface. You don't see their childhood traumas. You don't see the financial stress keeping them awake at night. You don't see the grief they are carrying from losing a loved one. When Mr. Thomas looked at Maya, he saw a girl who couldn't count. He didn't see the generous girl who had packed an extra apple to share with her teacher. He judged the tip of the iceberg and missed the beauty of the whole structure. How often do we do this in life? When someone has a different opinion, we instantly think they are wrong. We forget that 5 plus 5 equals 10, but 6 plus 4 also equals 10, and 3 plus 7 also equals 10. Just because someone's answer is different doesn't mean they are lost. It might just mean they're carrying something in their backpack that you cannot see. So the next time you are about to judge someone, pause. Ask yourself, what is the hidden apple here? What part of their story am I missing? Now, to help you articulate these thoughts in English, let's master 5 advanced words from the story. Number 1, perspective. Spelling, P-E-R-S-P-E-C-T-I-V-E. Perspective is a particular way of viewing things. Example, traveling helps you gain a broader perspective on life. Number 2, rigid. Spelling R-I-G-I-D. Rigid means stiff or unable to bend. In personality, it describes someone who refuses to change their mind. Example, don't be so rigid. Sometimes you need to adapt. Number 3, empathy. Spelling E-M-P-A-T-H-Y. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. It is deeper than sympathy. Example, a good leader leads with empathy. Number 4, variable. Spelling V-A-R-I-A-B-L-E. A variable is an unknown factor that can change the outcome. In the story, the green apple was the hidden variable. Thank you for listening to this story. I hope it helps you, not only with your English listening skills, but also brings a little more patience into your heart. If this story touched you, please leave a comment below. Tell me, have you ever been misunderstood like Maya? Or have you ever judged too fast like Mr. Thomas? I would love to read your stories. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Wordy Tales for more stories that heal the soul. See you in the next video.